I wish someone would have told me about these 6 things that I'm about to go over 5 years ago when I first started trading. Quite frankly, if they did, my journey towards profitability would have been a much easier, shorter, and less stressful one. So no matter where you currently are in your journey, I would highly recommend you to stick till the end of this video, because the tips that I'm about to share with you can be very, very helpful, and they can also save you a lot of time, effort, stress, and money as well. So let's get right into it. The first thing I wish I knew when I started trading is that trading is a marathon, not a sprint. This would have saved me a lot of time and a lot of money as well, and to be fair, a lot of stress too. Because when I started trading, my main goal was to get a car. That was the motivation behind me searching for ways online to make money. And when I found out about trading, I thought it was a get-rich-quick scheme. I thought that as soon as I find a holy grail strategy, I would be able to deposit $50, $100, flip that to $5,000, $10,000, then withdraw and get a car. That was my mindset. I thought it was a get-rich-quick scheme, and yeah, I had to learn it the hard way, because I do multiple accounts, multiple prop firm challenges before understanding that trading is a marathon and not a sprint. So I would highly recommend you, no matter where you currently are in your journey, just note it down somewhere at your desk or on your phone, just somewhere where you will be able to see it every single day when you trade, and you won't have to learn it the hard way as I did. Now, moving forward to the second thing I wish I knew when I started, is that there is no perfect strategy. There is no holy grail. As I mentioned a couple seconds ago, when I started, I thought that as soon as I find a holy grail strategy, the perfect strategy, I would be able to deposit any amount, $10, $20, $50, and flip that to infinity. That was my mindset. And I was wrong, because there is no holy grail, there is no perfect strategy in trading. And once again, the sooner you understand this, the better. Because once again, I was jumping from one strategy to another, thinking that I will now find the holy grail. And guess what? It was a vicious circle that was never ending, until I finally understood that there is no perfect strategy. But once again, you can learn from my mistakes and understand it sooner, because the sooner, the better. The third thing I wish I knew when I started trading is that you don't need multiple strategies. You don't need 5 different strategies to become profitable. You only need one suitable strategy. When I started, I thought I need 4 different strategies. I thought I need 2 scalping strategies, one to scalp the London and the other one to scalp the New York session. I thought I needed a day trading strategy as well as a swing trading strategy. No, you don't need multiple strategies. You only need one suitable strategy. Keep it simple, stick to it, and apply it day after day. That's the key to success. And now, to be able to unlock that type of strategy that is suitable for you, you have multiple options. Option 1, you can search on YouTube. There's plenty of free strategies out there. You can also create your own system, your own strategy, but I'm talking from experience here. That can take a lot of time and effort. Or the third option would be to get a mentor. Okay, personally, I also have a mentoring program, and recently I had a big success with it. People seem to love it because they finally understand that less is always more when it comes to trading. I always preach that, especially in my mentoring program. With the systems I teach in the program, you should not spend more than 15 to 20 minutes a day in front of the charts and stay consistently profitable, okay? And in the program, I teach a day trading system, a scalping, as well as a swing system, okay? Because like this, depending on your character and on your schedule and your style, you will be able to choose from one of these 3 systems, apply it, and then stick to it long term and see the profits grow. And of course, if you're interested in it, click the first link down below in the video description to find out more details about the mentoring program, okay? So back to what I was saying, you don't need multiple strategies. You only need one suitable for yourself that you can apply every single day with ease, because again, simplicity is key when it comes to trading. The first thing I wish I knew sooner and this one took me a lot of time to understand, is that trading is a game of probabilities. Like I said, this took me a whole lot of time to understand. And what do I mean by this? Well, let me give you an example. We have a coin, right? When we flip it, it can land on heads or it can land on tails. It has a 50-50 chance to land on heads or on tails. But a lot of times you will see that you flip it and it can land on tails or on heads for 4 to 5 times in a row, even though the probability is 50%. So knowing this, say you have a 1 to 2 risk to reward rate strategy with a 50% win rate. That is a very profitable strategy. You have a 50% win rate or on a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. That right there is a really solid strategy. If you have a 50% win rate, every now and then you will get 4 or 5 losers in a row, because that's part of the probability. Now, what I didn't understand is when I was getting these normal losing streaks, because they were very normal and part of the game, what I was thinking is that, okay, the strategy doesn't work anymore and now I need to jump to another strategy. Okay, and I was wrong. That was very, very wrong to do, because that was very normal. That losing streak right there was very normal, even with a 60% win rate. Okay, it is normal every now and then to get 3 or 4 losers in a row. It is perfectly normal, and that was very hard for me to understand, because exactly when that losing streak occurred, I was then thinking that, okay, this strategy doesn't work anymore. Let me start searching for a new one. And I was jumping from one strategy to another, and this again was like a vicious circle, because the strategy that I was using was profitable, but because I didn't understand that trading is a game of probabilities, I was jumping from one to another without being consistent. This right here is a very important one. The sooner you understand that trading is a game of probabilities, and think about the coin flip example I gave, that's the easiest one that will make you understand it. The sooner you understand this, the better. The fifth thing I wish I knew when I started trading is that less is always more. As I mentioned earlier, when I mentioned my mentoring program, where I preach that less is always more and that you should need only like 15 to 20 minutes a day in order to become profitable. 15 to 20 minutes a day spent in front of the charts to become profitable. It took me a lot of time to understand this, because when I started, I thought that I need a super complex strategy. I need to spend 10 hours on the chart every single day to scalp a super complex strategy in order to become a 6-figure trader, and that was very wrong. In trading, the simpler, the better. The simpler it is for you to apply a system, a strategy every single day, and the less time it takes you, the better. Okay, because the more you sit in front of the charts, the more you expose yourself. Okay, you don't need to trade 24/7. You need to be very simple and very straightforward with your plan. And lastly, but certainly not least, I would highly appreciate you if you guys would let me know down below in the comment section some things that you wish you knew sooner, because like this we can all learn from each other, and I'm really curious to see some of the things that you guys wish you would have known sooner, that would have made your journey easier. Okay, I would really look forward to see what you guys would have to say about it. So feel free to drop a comment down below regarding it. And of course, if you like this type of content, you should make sure to subscribe to the channel to not miss out on future uploads like this one. That would be very much appreciated. The last thing I wish I knew when I started trading is that account size does matter. Like I said, when I started, I thought that as soon as I find a holy grail, I will be able to deposit whatever amount I want and flip it to infinity. But that was very wrong. Okay, and then in time I understood that account size really does matter. Capital does matter, because yes, it is possible to flip a $100 account to $1,000. Don't get me wrong. It is possible, but it is risky. Okay, it is risky, and it is also pretty unlikely. Yes, there's people that do it, but most of these people, before they flip a $100 to $1,000 account, they blew 3 or 4 or 5 $100 accounts before that, before they flipped the sixth $100 account to $1,000. So understand that flipping accounts is possible, but in my opinion, and I'm speaking out of experience here, it is very risky and very unlikely. So knowing this, it is very unlikely for you to say, okay, I'm gonna deposit $100 or even $1,000 or $5,000 and flip that into 20K or 30K or 50K, a considerable amount. It is very unlikely and very risky to do that. Okay, and this brings me to what I've just mentioned, that account size does matter. And this is where I found out about the prop firm route, and that changed the game for me, because as soon as I got funded, everything was a lot better, because I was trading a bigger capital, I was withdrawing bigger amounts because of it. Because look at it this way, with a 500 euro investment, you can get a 100K challenge. And if you pass it successfully, you then are able to trade a 100K live account and keep 70% of the profits. Say you aim for 3 to 4%, okay? That's 3 to 4K. You withdraw around 2K, okay? 2.5K a month if you're consistent with that 3 to 4% a month. 2.5K a month out of a 500 euro investment is very good, okay? Whereas if you would have deposited 500 euros on a personal account, it would have been unlikely for you to make 2,500 euros every single month out of that 500 euro deposit on your personal account. So account size does matter, and the sooner you understand it, the better. You have two options. It is very simple. Option one, you have a lot of capital on the side and you're okay with investing it and trading it as a personal account. That wasn't my case. I didn't have a lot of capital, okay? So for me, the option B was the suitable one. The option B was to get funded, okay? To go for a prop firm challenge and get funded. That was the option B. So yeah, that being said, these are the 6 things I wish I knew when I started trading. I hope you guys will be able to learn something from this video, and no matter where you are in your journey, apply what I mentioned in this video, because once again, it can save you a lot of time, effort, stress, and also money. Okay, so yeah, that being said, we'll wrap things up right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until the next upload, a very cool ICT strategy video will pop on the screen right now. You should feel free to go ahead and check it out. As always, I'm wishing you all the best and take care.